Hello everyone, it is Stevie126 with round 4, I think, of AAS Bowl.
Right.
Yeah, sounds about right, doesn't it? Today we are recording my game as my count as core team against Jason with his Khemri. Say hello, Jason.
Yo.
And joining us today to talk for us pretty much is
To
Ollie.
mediate the salt levels.
To mediate the salt. To make me... No, actually, we won't. Yes.
Let's not spoil anything.
Immediately almost spoiled it, because I just... Oh, it's hard to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't watched this yet, so this will be exciting. You guys have to talk me through your plan.
Fresh.
So this is Bashy v Bashy, kind of, isn't it?
Yes, the two highest bash ratings. I should do those again, actually, about halfway through, and see what our team ratings are. So, what happened? I chose to receive, and I have the fame.
Ooh.
I think. Yes, one
That's
fame, one
surprising.
Apo.
Yeah, I've got quite a high ad factor.
So you're setting up first. So you chose to. Oh, this is you choosing to receive, so it doesn't go in the order, does it?
Oh, sorry. No. Jase chose to receive. I didn't choose to receive. That was my mistake. So there we go. This is what I'm setting up. So yes, I know Jase is going to put 4 Tomb Guardians on the line, so I'm not going near the line right now.
Keep his Minotaur safe.
Is that the tactic for Khemri when you're receiving, is to put the Tomb Guardians? Because I've seen you, Jason, put the Tomb Guardians one step back quite often. Or is that only on defense?
That's on defense. If I get a really bashy team on defense, I put the skeletons on the line, and then I can position my Tomb Guardians in better positions later.
Yeah, as needs be, kind of thing.
As needed, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So for you, Stephen, it was mostly just put the chaff in the front, let them get killed, kind of.
Yeah.
The Roche's Bashy standard.
Yeah, and try and spread out, not too far back as much as possible. My tool kicks.
The most beautiful thing.
Yeah, just to make sure. Yeah, got an extra reroll. That I could try and respond. Because I know he can't change sides very fast.
Yeah.
Jason likes to believe he can, but I know he really can't. So I want to make sure I can get everything covered.
Yeah, so you're basically keeping it wide so that you can respond, because you are the faster team in this, and also close to the line, I guess.
Actually,
to keep
it turns
slow.
out I'm not that fast. I'm not much faster than he is.
That's
Okay.
really.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Because my positionals, my skeleton positionals, have 6 movement.
Yeah,
wow.
Same as my positionals. So, yeah, we're pretty even on speed. Apart from his Tomb Guardians are 4.
Yeah. So I guess the idea normally against Khemri is basically to play the ball out of range of the Guardians. I imagine is the kind of the intention.
I think with most other teams that would work alright, because most other teams have ball handling skills, so you could probably do that. But yeah, sorry, just to actually comment on the game, Jase, I think you just bashed and caged. That was about it. Yeah.
Why not follow up? I'm curious, Jason, just to get that extra square of movement with Tomb Guardians who already struggle with movement. Why wouldn't you take that free step forward?
I just like them being symmetrical.
Fair enough. Cool.
Right. Anyway, got nothing on
that's
that.
That reason. That's
there's no tactical reason for it. It's just I just prefer them to keep them on the line and then move them when I need to.
Okay, fair enough. So not too much concern for the potential for what he's doing now with the marking, effectively.
Yeah, because I don't want to overstretch them, just in case I leave a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I blocked that way, so just in case it was a push, this guy would give me the extra bonus, and I'd stay at 2 dice.
Multiple people on the ball carrier.
Yep.
And just trying to surround that cage and force.
Yeah, I wanted to, because his strength is at the front, so I'm hoping. Yeah. I know he's going to kill these guys, but he won't move much if he kills these guys. So I want to try and get round the back.
Yeah, he's trying to get the 2 die.
Yeah.
Oh, it was blitz on a 1 die. Interesting.
Yeah, I was to push him away so that I would get the assist from the Tomb Guardian.
Ah, very smart. So 1 die and it works out. 1 die with a guy with block. So to be fair.
Yeah.
Mine is stunned.
Stun. That's
We were a bit worried. We thought we injured it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it happened again.
That would have been very painful if that had happened again.
Yeah.
I think at that point, if he gets injured again, then that's you fire him and just buy a new one, even though it costs so much money.
No, I don't
because he's
think
unlucky
so.
at that point. He's a bad roll.
No, he's almost leveled up. I'm not getting rid of him.
Oh, fair. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What are the level up situations like? How going into this game? What level up?
He
do you
had
guys have?
none.
I think I had none. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't
You
have
had
any because I
none?
remember commenting on that in the game.
Okay.
I've got one guy with block, and that's it.
Interesting.
I've got a bunch of guys on 5 though.
Yeah. We were quite vanilla teams. I think the only thing we've got is extra players. He has 3 extra skeletons, and I have an extra beastman. Sorry, bloodlet.
No. Good plan there. Do the blitz using horns, because horns is the best skill ever. I love horns.
I love horns. I wouldn't say it's the best skill ever.
I think it's so good. It's so good on anyone. I just love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I see again, he's swapped sides and you're using superior movement to get away from that cage, so that's interesting. One die into one die frenzy. Nice, that's a good potential serve. Would you consider unmarking the Tomb Guardians other than like on that side, so on the left? Did you consider
this one?
Yeah. Or are they there to be marking?
I think they're there to be marking. Because if he'd just got a push, he'd have had to waste maybe two Tomb Guardians. I don't know. That one I probably should have left, considering he was unmarked either way.
Yeah. So I decided to just bring a Tomb Guardian back and punch the guy on the ball carrier.
Yeah.
Clearing the ball as often as possible.
And he just opens up a path.
And then I think I decided just to go for it.
Yeah.
So this is interesting because this is something that you definitely didn't do against Jay and the Elven Union team. Was there any particular reason you decided to do it against
mainly because
in this game?
Obviously his team's not as fast as the elves. So I feel, and because we're quite similar in movement, I thought it'd be a good chance to push for once.
Push for it, okay, interesting.
And if I mark all his players, he can't chase after me very easily.
Yeah.
I make it a mission to try and mark as much as I can.
I'm surprised you didn't close the gap on that on the Beastman there, because it's a 3-up. It's a 3-up dodge. It's a go for it, but it's a 3-up dodge. You could have turned into a 4-up or 5-up, I think.
Yeah. That was definitely a thought, but I thought, wow, if he chases me down, he chases me down.
Sure. And he's definitely the most likely candidate for the blitz, which I assume is coming.
Yeah, I assume it's coming too. There we
go.
Yeah.
And again, because horns,
he knocks me down.
You get the 2 die on it. Because this is why I was curious. Because
that actually screwed me.
Oh really?
Yeah. I did not want to pick up the ball. I did not want him to catch it, and I spent almost the whole 15-second timer deciding if I wanted to follow up or not. Because I wanted to. I was thinking of staying, so I would not pick up the ball.
Why didn't you want it to pick up the ball?
Because now I can't do anything with it, and now I have a rather vulnerable player, and the only place I could go was towards my own end zone.
True.
Yeah.
I just didn't want it. I wanted someone else to be able to try and dodge out and pick it.
I can get some skeletons to chase after him now.
Yeah. It's one of the weird things. I was like, it looked like good luck, but it really wasn't.
It's interesting because I can see what you mean here, but at the same time, I didn't see anyone else who could have come in and helped that. So I'm curious as why the ball being on the floor, where he could pick it up more easily, was better for you.
Because I would have had this rotter. Don't forget, I'm Edge 3. I still could have made that dodge. I still had a reroll, I think, at that point.
You did, yeah. No.
But also,
I still forget rotters of Edge 3. I just don't believe they are.
Yeah, no one does.
But no, fair enough. No, you're right.
I think probably a lot of people would. I think a lot of people assume they're Edge 2 and have regen.
Yeah, they just because they seem like they're zombies, but they're not actually zombies. They're rotters. They're their own thing.
Yeah.
So interesting. But,
I
yeah,
think literally most of these blocks have been pals, bar one.
Yeah, I decided to dodge with him because I thought he was going to get punched anyway by the Minotaur.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
Even though there
there was a lot of good rolls, block rolls that turn for Jase.
Don't think I could make it? No, I didn't think I could make it, so I thought I'd mark him instead. Not without going for it, and probably dodges at that point. But I could have gone there. Yeah.
It's interesting. This does feel like a bashy game. I can't deny that. It's very much you just keep hitting each other.
Yeah.
Like, good movement on that rotter there to make sure he got the 2 dice both times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, horns.
Into
jugs though.
Yeah, jugs. I forgot that at the time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
And then.
Is there any going forwards further than
no,
this?
because I think I had to stand. Oh yeah, there you go. I think I had to stand him up.
Oh yes, you did.
Do the blitz. So yeah.
So you needed to go for it there to protect him, and you didn't want to go for it with the ball carrier, which is very reasonable.
Yeah, because he was doing nothing up there.
Yeah.
I think I'll just go for the blitz here in a minute with the Pharaoh.
Yes, I think.
It's good that it's forcing the blitz on from a thrower though, rather than a anything else. Because obviously, yeah, it's like it's forcing it from a person without block, which is always slightly scarier for them. But yeah, pow.
Yeah.
Cool. Get done as well, which is really crucial here, I think.
Yeah, it was. Because I knew I couldn't stop you.
Didn't even need the sure hands. Holy shit.
Nice.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Going for it's a bit bad.
Had the reroll, fair enough.
I think I do it again as well. Yeah, I do.
Wow.
Yeah,
now he can't reach me.
Yeah.
That's ballsy, but I kind of see why, because again,
now it's a guaranteed touchdown.
Yeah, and also you don't have if he were to drop it, your team doesn't have the best ball handling skills, as you said earlier.
Yeah. So
it's quite a nice but he has sure hands on that guy, so it's a fairly decent risk. Decent in air quotes. I'd still say that was a massive risk, but I do see the point.
I mean, I don't know, a 2-up for a guaranteed touchdown?
Yeah, no, it's more just I know for a fact if I'd done it, it would have failed and I would have been sad.
No, right?
Was that a KO there as well?
Yeah,
he KO'd my armor 8 and I didn't do anything to his armor 7.
Yeah. Oh no, down here, the Rotter just KO'd someone, right?
I don't know. So I just got...
Yeah,
that was it. I just like, fuck it, I'll take him down, I'll make him roll the thingy. No, there's no KOs.
Oh, that's
then I think I just stand up and pick it up and score.
The player's hidden on the icon on the map. I couldn't see it. So the player on the skull, I couldn't see him.
Yeah, I just decided to pick it up and then just try and score.
Yeah, that's fair. With sure hands, it's not the worst shout. Yeah, with that, I see what you went for, especially because he's only armor 7. It's 7 as the skeleton, isn't he?
Yeah. So, my guy comes back.
Nice.
I think the Blitzras are still armor 8, but I think the Pharaoh's armor 7.
Yeah. So yeah, I do. That was a very interesting half. That was a lot. That was a lot of back and forth.
Yeah.
That was rough. Not a lot of injuries so far though. Like no injuries, only a KO, right?
It's quite a common occurrence in my games this season.
Yes. Yeah, no injuries.
No injuries. That's good. Yeah, so it's full bash versus full bash. I find this is the thing if I play like in AI leagues when I played against Khemri, I always seem to find that because I always play bashy teams always. I find that I just can't outbash them as much as I want to be outbashing them.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And it's just, I always find it a massive undertaking just to effectively just to deal with all these strength 5 guys. And I think, yeah, so when I'm playing non-bashy teams, I find that it's actually fairly easy because you just run away.
Yeah.
You just leave. But as a bashy team, you can't do that. So it's they're almost like an anti-bash, bashy team.
At least not about break tackle, but
yeah. But you only ever take that in extremely situational cases, or when your big guy's leveled up a fuck ton already.
Pretty much, yeah.
In my experience, at least.
It's also really good on teams that only have one big guy. Break tackles. It's like you're only a big guy and you need him in a certain place. Break tackles is really good to have.
Yeah, especially against teams who have like lots of zombies and people who they're going to try and mark you with and not care about. You're just like, well, I just don't care about this zombie, but that ghoul over there.
And there we go. Touchback.
Ooh, touchback. Is it going on? Oh, it's not going on the Minotaur.
Nope.
No, I have 3 turns. If I'm going to score, I cannot use my
wild
anymore.
Yeah, fair. Also, against 4 strength 5 guys, I think it's not the best to put on him because he can be hit down fairly easily.
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't put all the Russes on the line because if I frenzy, I end up one next to one of these guys, and I was there for a good minute or two trying to figure out if I could get rid of them, as in like get rid of the assists, but I couldn't. So, and then these guys go in to be the sacrifices, pretty much.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, so just try and hold everyone off. Yeah, get him in S. Now the Minotaur can, in a minute, I think, freely do a block, and even if he frenzies, he'll be alright.
Yeah. It's just a more marking, really.
Yeah.
So that looks like a really good position for you to be in, especially with the wings fairly well secured.
Yeah.
Oh, triple die. That's always scary.
It doesn't take much for him to get away, like this. See?
Oh,
It's just not a lot that can be done.
Yeah. Oh, when you go for the reroll, I guess there's only the 2 turns left. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was unfortunate positioning. Get knocked down. No arm break. That's good.
Yeah.
This Roche is about to die.
It's fine.
No, he's not. Okay.
No. But don't forget, it's no mighty blow.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
Yeah.
I just always, whenever I see like multiple people around one person, I for some reason expect the armor roll to be easier.
Yeah, that's the misconception, there, isn't it? It's more that's for fouling.
Yeah, I know, and that's what always gets me is that it is a feature in the game, effectively for fouling, but it's not for blocking. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I get it, 100%. I get it, but oh, that's a beautiful.
Starting with the 1 die as well. I was a bit risky. I was like, oh, are you sure?
Yeah, well, there was not a lot I can do, Jase. Like,
so you got 2 turns. So you can make it, right?
Yeah, I can, but I have to go for it 3 times over the 2 turns. I was like, I'll do it now while I have my reroll.
Yeah. I like that.
Try and get in the way.
Keep everything
I don't know
marked.
Don't know what happened here. I just don't think I have enough people in the right place to do the marking I need to do. Oh, skull, which didn't help.
But you didn't re-roll it, so why not?
Because I forgot how many turns were left, and I should have done. It was literally just a mistake.
Fair enough.
I thought I'd need it, and I didn't realise I had 2. Or I don't know.
No, it's fair.
It happens. I should have re-rolled because I.
Ooh, is he? Oh, is he just?
I don't think he's in range.
Are they movement 5 or 4? I always forget.
4. Movement 4. I'm like, look, slip 4. Use my reroll.
Yeah.
I remember being happy at that point because I was like, at least he had to use a reroll.
Yeah. No, he doesn't have any more rerolls.
But it doesn't matter.
He gets the 2 die.
Well, and even if it doesn't, I can push him back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball landed in an ideal place for me.
Yep.
Out of position. So I think it is now impossible to score.
Pretty much. Yeah. No, it was impossible.
Yeah. Fair.
Well, bar some like 6-up dodges. Oh no, yeah, no, it was impossible because I couldn't get it close enough.
And a KO just before half time. Hopefully he comes back.
Yep.
They're just going through the motions really until second half.
Yeah.
I find this always seems to happen in the Bashy v Bashy games, is that it ends up being there's just like mini fights everywhere.
Yeah, I was thinking that in the last sort of towards the end of the last drive, where we pretty much used the whole half. Like we had players everywhere.
We did, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
roll, it was. Oof.
Yeah, but what else am I gonna do?
Yeah, the last turn it was just like
he's going for those clutch armor breaks on.
Yeah.
What you can. 100% understand all of that. I will say it's unfortunate how the amount of armor breaks you've had, considering generally he's an armor 17.
Thank you.
It is rough. Oh.
Oh, no, there's another one. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Skulls for the skull throne.
No
regen.
Oh, and no regen.
I wasn't too fussed because I had 3 skeletons in reserve.
Was that just a base normal skeleton?
Just a base skeleton with no SP.
Oh, fair. Alright, okay, goes back. So you're still both at full team strength.
Yep.
And you now have 2 spare skeletons, Jason. You have 1 spare rotter, right?
That's pretty much it, yeah.
Yes, yeah, I do have a spare rotter.
Because I bought 2 skeletons before coming into this game, and I'm glad I did then.
Yeah. Were you expecting...
I was expecting injuries.
You're expecting a lot of which is fair. You're against Khorne. Yeah. I think the thing I'm finding, having played against you as Khorne and the Khorne team as the whole, like, considering they're a team I'm pretty sure generally focused on surfing.
Yeah,
is what I would think, right, Stephen?
I mean, yeah, I'd say so, but
yeah.
I mean, who have I played? I played you 3. I know I played Jase, Robbie. Yeah, another touchback.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, yeah,
it's on the sweet spot every time. Still causes a touchback.
It's a win.
Yeah.
But yeah, you played me, Robbie, Jason.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you guys have just outpositioned me surfing wise.
I think that's the thing.
It's just
and
not
there isn't anything against you at all. It's more about I think when you get to the slightly higher experienced play, is if you just don't go on the wings, you just can't get surfed.
Yeah.
And it is it's not like simple, because it does mean that you can always go down the wings and force us there, but it does seem like the Khorne team kind of doesn't have much to deal with anything else other than doing that.
Yeah.
Is what I kind of get the sense of.
Yeah, I think the problem with the Khorne team is that it has too much frenzy.
Yeah,
like,
you are missing the claw that comes on the Bloodthirster normally.
Yeah.
Which in this situation would be really good, because obviously my Tomb Guardians are meaning.
Is that something that normally the Minotaur should get?
Yeah, it should have a claw. I had it basically because I wanted to stick to 1 level up. I could give it claw, or I could give it jugs. So I decided to give it jugs, especially as it had Mighty Blow, which is an armor breaking skill. I thought that was more fair. Just takes them both down. But yeah, I just need claw.
Yeah, no, I can see that. It is a case of, it seems like claw, especially in this situation, would be massive help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do is roll a 7 and he's broken because he has the +1.
But the thing is, you think about a Khorne team. Like, okay, let's compare Khorne team to like pretty much any other bashing team, right? This gives so you compare it to. Okay, let's go through all of them. Like Khemri have throw-ras who can do something with the ball.
Yeah.
Dwarves have runners. Orcs have throwers.
And
if you
goblins.
count Dark Elves as bashy, have runners and are all Edge 4.
Yeah.
Every other bashing team has a positional that deals with the ball.
Yeah.
At least one, and Khorne just doesn't have it. We have two different types of
normal
blitzers.
chaos don't really.
No, fair enough. Okay, yeah, chaos
True.
don't.
True.
But chaos have strength.
You have to make it by leveling up a beastman and give them extra arm.
Yeah. I kind of want to say Nurgle kind of do, because that's what Pestigors are for, as at Edge 3.
Yeah, it's the only Edge 3 on that team.
But no, they're the same.
Yeah, which I guess, in a weird way, tracks that Chaos don't play the ball.
Yeah, but they can. When you build, I built a chaos warrior once to be a ball handler, and it was quite scary.
Yeah.
I
got a ball handler at the end of this game. I'm also so annoyed I chose block on this guy.
Really?
I had doubles. I should have taken guard. It would have been so much better with guard.
Oh, I should have dodge instead of guard.
No, I think guard with all the frenzy is.
Yeah, I didn't think of that when I was at the time. I was just salty when I picked it, and I was so annoyed because I can't remember who I played against, but I was just annoyed that I didn't have block. And so I wanted block to make the blocks a bit better. That's right.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. Well, injury. Only on a rotter. Oh.
It was finally the first SP I ever gained on a Tomb Guardian this season so far.
Yeah.
I'm kind of concerned about this, about your team, Jason, because you're doing very similar to what happened last season, which is you don't get any level ups in the first few games, and then suddenly you get loads in the last few, and I'm your last game.
Yeah, Jason and Jay have done the same thing of had not so great first games, especially for level ups, but are having much better second games. Oh, they're going to get a lot better later on.
Yeah, I'm very concerned going forward.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I've already played Jay, and I think later leveled Elven Union is.
Yeah, I'm glad I got Jay's game out of the way because I was really worried about that one.
Yeah. He already messed me up with elf bullshit. So. Okay. So you guys are staying very even on the KOs and the injuries. To be fair.
Yeah.
Every time someone's been knocked out, the other person knocks someone else out for it, kind of thing. Which is very interesting.
Nope. So I just doing elf defending here by not putting players on them.
Yeah.
Just around them.
What do I even try to do here? Trying to remember what happened in this game.
Yeah, it's been a while.
PTSD blocked it from my memory. Yeah, see, you needed to push much more than down.
That was good. I was quite lucky.
Try to remember as well. Yeah, just basically just bogging him down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember what the situation's like in about 2 turns, but I just can't remember how he get there.
Yeah.
I think I might have been watching it this time, but I can't remember anything at the moment.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, no, because pretty much we had most of the people watching by the end.
Yeah, we had most of the crew down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're trying to set up elf bullshit.
I like a good bit of elf bullshit. Always good.
Handoff.
Yeah.
The goal here was to get it out of that bogness, basically, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And get some free SP while doing it.
I love the fact that worked out. That is incredible.
Yeah.
That was the best elf bullshit I've ever seen.
Used to Jugs.
Jugs
this is where Jugs has helped me. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah. I think Jugs is really good.
Yeah.
And for my chaos, my beastman team, if I do bring them back, if my Minotaur levels up, I'll probably give him Jugs.
I would. I think break tackle is also good on Minotaur as well.
I do like the idea of break tackle. I'm just always concerned with how it works because I never know how to make it work.
Well, it does. It forces you to do the agility roll first. If you pass it, you don't use your break tackle.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny, which I like. Yeah. With strength 5, does it make it? It makes it a 2-up because it's
2-up.
It's effectively edge 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's actually a 1-up.
But it can only be used once.
Yeah, it can only be used. Yeah.
Once a turn. But,
on Treeman, you know.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
A 0-up.
Oh my god! Surely that means you can cage break with a Treeman.
Yeah.
Oh, and this time I picked it up.
Oh wow.
That's where it all turns.
Oh wow, yeah. So the last time when it was worse, this time it's actually worked out for you.
Well, it's out for me, yeah. But not
No.
The person who caught it, it's better for. Although
as well, so he's a bit more defensive than the rest of my players.
I mean, you can get a 2-die block going for on the ball carrier straight away, right?
No.
Because both his guys are marked, so
maybe I do that. Also, if I frenzy, I can push him around.
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Let's see if I figure that out.
Yeah, I can't remember what happened here.
Yeah, that's a 2-die.
Ah, there you go. Both down.
Both down.
Oh.
Both down.
Is that both down? Both down? Oh my god!
4 both downs. That's equivalent to 4 2s.
Fuck.
That was rough.
Yep.
Yeah, I made a mistake here. I've accidentally dodged. I was like, shit, reroll. But luckily it paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where I made a horrible mistake.
No comment.
Also, it turns out, apparently a 5-up re-rolling is statistically more likely to succeed than not.
Huh.
It's like 51%. But it is.
Oh wow. A 5-up reroll is effectively a 50-50. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's really neat. I do like that the chart you gave us with all the potentials for a
I just loved everyone's reaction of like, how do we get a 6 dice block? Like,
I still maintain that I think my way would work.
What was your way?
I think it was like 9 people around a Noblar.
God.
Could you get 9? You'd be 8. You'd only get 8.
Yeah, sorry, 8 people around a Noblar.
That's not a block. That's just.
That's a murder.
If you have a death roller, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to 1. I think that should be 6 dice.
Yeah, right.
It's only a 3 dice, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I kind of wish it did like track where it was just a
triple.
case of.
If you have triple this, no, because then poor Noblars would just get turned to paste.
Yeah, that's the point, and also Noblars suck.
I think this is where the salt kicked in.
Yeah.
This was really where I was like, okay, I can't win, so fuck it.
Oh yeah, I think you try and foul a Tomb Guardian, I think.
I do. I don't think that's his turn, because I didn't want to use a... Oh no, I do. I do it with the Beastman. That is how salty I was.
So interesting here. Why did you move him to the side, not to the middle?
The
middle would have given you 1 additional foul roll.
I don't think I was planning to foul when I made the block, and then obviously it all happens at once.
Yeah.
So at the time, it was going to be push him away because there's less strength near the ball.
Yeah.
Oh look, no, they're both down. So yeah, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll foul him. I can't do anything else.
Fair enough. Slightly bad manners, but
no,
it is turn 14.
Oh, it's what?
A little bit.
It was turn 14 foul, so as someone who got turn 16 fouled, I'm going to say it's a bit bad manners.
It wasn't turn 16 though.
It wasn't turn 16, but it was very near to the end.
And that guy could potentially stop this goal.
True. I'll give you the fact that it worked out, and you do now have 5 people freed up. So I would say it was definitely bad manners if you killed him.
If I had killed him, I'd probably have felt.
It would have been 100k to replace that, and I didn't have that at the time.
But the fact it was a KO, I'm going to say it was fair.
Yeah, I was like, as long as it was an injury.
All is fair in love and war. Okay.
No. So yeah, it looks like position-wise, and as you said, you don't have the speed that an elf team would have or anything in this situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, it looks like it's.
It was almost like for these last two turns, I almost soft conceded.
I do like that cheeky one die frenzy block. That unfortunately doesn't work out.
Of course it doesn't. Block.
Yeah, he did, like it was against a blitzer. The fact that the blitzer picked it up, that was very, very lucky. I'd say. Yeah. It's effectively the hardest person to knock down.
Yeah.
Again with movement,
going through the motions of just marking everything up.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
It's pretty much game at this point. It's just going to be blocks and pushes.
It's rough. I'd say it was actually surprisingly close. I know the score doesn't look like it shows that, but I would say that was a close fought match. Like, it did seem to come down to a few dice rolls, and that's it. No, it wasn't like one of you was steamrolled. Like, I would not say Steven.
It just felt like that because it never felt like I could do anything.
Fair.
And I know I complain about this all the fucking time, but I hate games where I don't feel like I can do anything.
Fair enough.
It makes me not want to play.
I think I was being very overcautious as well, even though it looked like I was.
To be honest, Jase, I think that's the way to play Khemri. Like, honestly,
I think you did right early when you decided to go for that risk.
Double scope.
Ran up the field. That was an unfortunate 2 die.
I think that was a good idea because it got the ball up the half, and because Steven's team isn't as fast as say your average elf team or some other team. I thought to advantage of that.
Yeah, I think this game you played an appropriate level of risk as opposed to the game against Jay, where I think you were a bit too cautious.
Yeah, but I didn't want to lose to elves. So yeah,
fair enough.
I'll take the draw.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a rough game. Armor rolls, 41 successful armor rolls. What? Wait.
That was me as well.
Does that mean against you, or does that mean?
Hang on, it's an easier way to do it like this. I only had 6 armor breaks.
And he only had 8. How are there 40?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Maybe it's 20. You know what I mean?
Or maybe because
because it's rolling each dice.
Yeah.
And it doesn't count stuns.
I don't know, mate. I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
I don't understand that one.
Yeah, that's weird. That is a lot of other rolls. What was it called? Just going for it. You made in that 14 going for it made across that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. How many pushes and skulls? Fairly even on skulls, but both downs. What about that? Exactly even.
Exactly even. He had more pals. And he had more dodge pals as well.
Yeah, but I think that the issue comes from the fact that he did have access to block.
Yeah.
So being even on both downs is worse for you, Stephen, in that situation.
Yeah.
Sounds rough. What about level ups? Did you? I think both of you got a level up from Man of the Match.
I got 2 level ups. I got 2 Pharaohs leveled up.
Oh wow!
Which was good because one got a double, so I gave him dodge. And another got block.
That's they're getting scary.
Yeah.
They can't essentially have a third blitzer now.
Nice. Block doesn't save you from a stab though.
Yeah, but
hit nudge.
What about you, Stephen? You got a level up?
I got 1 level up. One of my rotters got to Edge 4.
Oh yes, ball carrier rotter time.
Throat Crusher is now my primogenitor scorer.
Oh, that is beautiful.
Yep.
That's better, really.
So next up, you give him pass.
You need a receiver first.
He's the thrower and the receiver. That's how it works.
Himself.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That would be a really cool star player who has a special ability where they throw it straight up in the air, and it will land it shows it like a kick, and it's going to land somewhere next turn. I think that would be a really cool move.
So what's the next matchups looking like?
I'm trying to figure out how that would work, Ollie, but I get what you mean.
Yeah, it's like a kickoff. So like you kick it up in the air. It's a turnover at that stage, but it won't the ball is off the field for the next player's drive, and it will land at the end of your next turn.
Nice.
So yeah, completely random, off topic. What are the next games? You guys?
I'm against Jay, which I'm feeling good about.
You're feeling good about it.
Sorry?
You said you're feeling good about it.
I think you'll do well.
I think I just gotta surf.
Yeah, I think it's early. It's early game. You're gonna want to get those injuries.
What I've learned. So I've been playing some fun ball stunty matches, and what I've learned is ignoring the ball while just hurting the other person makes me feel good.
I'm just a bit worried for you because I play against Jay, and he's got some good strategies in his head.
He's got his head screwed on, right?
He's got some good elf bullshit in the back.
Playing against him was pure stress when I was playing against that.
Yeah, I mean, where am I? Let's have a look. I'm only 7th, but I'm feeling quite out of the running. So I think now.
I mean, so's Jay. So you gotta. Jay is your competitor now for not getting last place.
Yeah, but I have a win and he doesn't.
There you go.
Oh no! If he beats me, yeah, he'll go above me.
Yeah. So one thing I will say against Jay, what I would reckon, which is the thing I learned that I regret not having, but you can do a bit better, is always have 1 or 2 safeties. Just always.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't do it. I didn't have the strength advantage that you guys have, with horns and with a Minotaur. Yeah. I didn't have that capability. I think it screwed me. It lost me the game. Well, drew me the game. Wow.
Yeah. The defense, I didn't really have that safety of Khemri because obviously I'm so slow as it is. And a lot of my key players, you'd use as a safety. Using a normal skeleton as a safety is pointless. You have to use a blitzer or a thrower because of their extra movement.
Yeah.
Well, not even that. You want their block skill. Really, you want to use a blitzer. I will be using a whatchamacallit.
You've got a zombie with block, so that's a really good safety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I was using my Blitzraz to clear up the loose cage that he was doing. How he marked players just outside my cage.
Yeah.
I was using my Blitzraz to try and mop them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, I think you do have a very good kit for dealing with the Elven Union.
Yeah. So now I'm going to lose, and I look like a right twat.
No, I don't. The thing is, it's elves. You might lose. Elves just do random bullshit and just win games sometimes.
Yeah,
but
it's just whether I can make him pay for it.
As they say, most elven teams, one player is the star.
Yeah. And Jase, you're against Robbie, and I think you're feeling pretty confident as you keep beating him in test games, don't you?
I mean, I do, but that's also a curse.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because he always conceded before the first half.
Okay.
But that's because I did take off half his players.
I think that your game there will be much similar to, I reckon, Steven versus Elven Union. It will be a case of bash him down, keep a safety, and you'll do great, I think.
His bear is not really that good against me, obviously, because of my 4 Tomb Guardians.
Yeah.
And he needs that bear in order to anchor onto.
You just put a skeleton underneath that bear, and
exactly. Exactly, and I just got to make sure that I don't make any silly mistakes because I know what Leap is capable of.
Yeah,
you just got to put players in the right position so you can't leap into a crucial area.
Yeah. When you cage him, you have to cage him very carefully as to not let him leap out of the cage easily out of it. Yeah,
that's why you mark the corner. It's mostly you marking the corners.
Yeah. All 4 corners, and then
corners.
It's a lot harder for him. He can still do it because it's still a leap and a dodge, which is a 2 up.
Yeah, if he's using his catches, it's a 4 up.
But his catches are strength 2, so you should.
I think one of his catches. I think one of his catches got a good skill recently. I can't remember which one it was.
Okay. We will go through his team on his video.
Yeah, So I think you guys have the thing with Bashi versus Elves. I've always found is that it's a fucking like even more so than normal Blood Bowl, it's a toss-up. Like it depends on the first 4 turns a lot of the time.
Yeah.
If you get an injury in the first 4 turns, either of you, I think you'll win.
Yeah.
If you injure him.
That's what happened in my test games. I injured his bear on like turn 2.
Yeah, that's almost also always an auto concede. Holy shit.
It wasn't good.
But yeah, like I think if you guys get the early KOs and injuries, I think you'll do great. Get that player advantage, you'll destroy them.
Yeah, I didn't injure a single of Jay's players when I played him.
You did
because he kept himself out of tackle zones for pretty much the entire game.
Yeah. I think he always
That's the thing you got to watch out for. Yeah.
Right.
Building on what? Oh, sorry,
Steven. I think it's about time we wrap this up. We're at 45 minutes. Sorry, guys.
Oh, too much chat.
It's fine. It's lovely, but I am going to wrap it up there.
Right.
So thank you guys for joining me.
Happy to.
No worries.
And thank everyone for watching. We will see you next time. Bye bye.